Hey everyone, happy Wednesday to all of you. I hope that you're having a good week so far. If you haven't seen it yet, please go have a look on YouTube or my IGTV videos about the new changes that are coming for reassess this year. I'm going to be doing readings Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm also going to maybe replace some of those with some thoughts I have that come to me intuitively and things that I want to discuss that I think are long overdue that people have asked me to talk about. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Things that you're interested in knowing about. I'm going to cover a couple of topics that come up for me that are quite pertinent in some of the social networking groups and stuff that I do. So if you haven't checked it out, please go and have a look on either my YouTube channel or the IGTV. Okay, so today we're doing a general reading for Wednesday. I just want to see what kind of messages are coming through with regards to what do we need to be embodying right now. And this is why I've decided to use the Goddesses and Sirens cards, because they give us very deep kind of meaningful energies that come through, all right, of things that we can identify within ourselves. They offer strength, building your character. What do you need to work on? All of these kind of interesting things come through. So I'm going to be asking today, what kind of attributes do we need to be embodying right now, midweek at the moment, and see what comes up here. All right. So I feel like I need one more shuffle. Sorry. I've got to do what I feel I need to do. Okay. So, what kind of energies do we need to be embodying this week, please? Commitment. Wow, this is quite interesting. This has come up for me very much so, and even some members of my family. And it's in all different ways, shapes, and forms. My daughter's committed to a new way of learning. She's learning from home, and I'm assisting with that. So I've had to commit some of my time to her, and I've had to juggle around other commitments. So this really speaks to me, and I'm not sure how much it speaks to you guys. When we think of the goddess Hera, she was the wife of Zeus, and she was often betrayed by him because he wasn't the most loyal of husbands. And she always defended him fearlessly and ferociously. And even if he was not always in the right and he betrayed her, she still defended him and she still did the right thing. She was committed to her role as a mother and a wife. And sometimes this commitment was misguided because he didn't deserve it. So this is a reminder to have a look at the commitments that we do have in our lives as well. See what are we committing our time to? What are we committing our energy to? And is it warranted? Is it misdirected? Should we be reassessing what we are committed to, whether it's relationships, a particular job, whatever the case is? But reassess, have a look, take a step back and say, what am I committing myself and my time and my energy to? What am I committing my finances to, maybe even? And see where we can juggle this around, reassess it, and appropriate it a little bit better, and put it where it's really going to be to good use. Who deserves our commitment? What deserves our commitment? Okay, that's a lovely card there. All right, what else do we need to embody this week? Okay, I think this is happening because I have something else to say about this. I've come across a couple of incidences recently with, especially one of the social networking things which I spoke on earlier in my other video. We need to remember what is worth our time and effort and what isn't. Okay, if we come across something that is causing a bit of a stir somewhere, especially on social networking sites and stuff, we have to realize what's happening. Are we getting sucked into this? Does it warrant our time and effort? What does and does not deserve our energy? Are we wasting energy on something where we're sort of jumping on the bandwagon, or giving someone too much of our time that actually doesn't deserve it and is just trying to sort of get us all riled up. So these kind of things as well we need to think of. All right, what are we spending our energy on? It's very, very important. Are we spending it on having fights on Facebook, or having a witch hunt for a certain person that we feel wronged somebody else? What are we actually doing with our lives? Are we spending that time constructively? This is a very important thing for us to ask ourselves and gain perspective on right now, all right? Because I'm seeing a lot of it. So I think that is going to be an important message for a lot of people, and maybe they don't even realize they're doing it. What else do we need to work on, please? Or know, or focus on right now? Maybe this is the most important thing, guys. There we go. So I just have to throw a little hint like, hey, it's taking a while. Ixchel, okay. Ixchel is all about release. She was a goddess that had a lot of sacrifices made in her name. She was a mine goddess, and you would say that you would release things into the burning fires of Ixchel. All right, and she was very powerful, very feared, and back in the day, many centuries ago, they used to actually do human sacrifice to her. But obviously we need to appropriate that to today's day and age and see what we need to put into those fires to burn away. This is about releasing things that don't serve us. And I know that I say this ad nauseum, but there's something that somebody needs to release. Maybe you even need to let go of a situation like this that we were talking about. These things that you committed to that do not serve you to be committed to any longer. Okay? Things where you are misappropriating your energy and your resources and your commitment. And you need to get rid of some of those things and purge them. Whether it's a thing, a person, a situation, doesn't matter what it is. This card, I feel I need to read from the book for you quickly. Just the beginning part. Here we go. It is time to release an old belief or a bad habit. Imbalances of all kinds will fall away. Your pain will soon ease. Call upon the releasing powers of Ixchel when you're ready to let something go, whether it's excess weight, a bad habit, a disease, or old patterns. She is a powerful discharging force. For those who are getting ready for birth, she is a wise guide and will assist so that you have an easier birth. Okay, so I was telling you about the human sacrifice things as well, and this was to provide what they called an unbroken chain of souls to be offered to the gods. But as I said earlier, human sacrifice is not practiced in modern society, and now there are other ways to set our energies free. So whatever you need to do, go do some hot yoga, go do some meditation, dance, punch a punching bag, whatever does it for you, but get some release. Sit down and cry in the bath, whatever. But this needs to happen. You need to release some energies here. Oh, we got 1 minute. Okay. If one comes out in this by the second shuffle, we'll do it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to cut it short, guys. But I think there was a very, very important message here for you today. Who's this? Pomona. Okay. Pomona is about plenty. She's about abundance. And I feel that these things are blocking that for some people. Okay. She is showing you what is possible if you can do these things. Reassess your commitments and release what no longer serves you. We already know this. Obviously, we're not listening, we're not getting the message, or we're getting the message and we're not acting on what the powers that be are telling us. So if you still haven't done it, please note, they will keep telling you until you hear it. That's how spirit works. It will tell you over and over again. If you do a card reading, you get the same cards over and over again until you get the message and you do what you need to do. Okay, release, commitment, so that you can open yourself up to abundance. All right. Love you all. Chat to you soon. Have a great week. Bye.